7-Star Bricks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a requested video. This is the video that everybody that talks to me keeps requesting. We're going to compare the Mould King Razor Crest with the Lego UCS Razor Crest. Let's get into it right now. This video is made possible with a discount from Hero Toys, herotoys.com. They sell all sorts of the mocks and knockoff sets and all sorts of fun stuff on their site. They do give me a discount to bring this review to you, and you too can get a discount using my code, which I will link below because you're not going to want to memorize it. It's fairly long. Yeah, you get 5% off. I've been buying stuff from Hero Toys for a while, so I was happy to accept some help from them in bringing you guys some more videos. Hero Toys has local warehouses in the USA, Canada, Brazil, Europe. So if you order, they typically will get it to you in between 3 to 7 days if you order from your country's warehouse, which is awesome, especially for me because sometimes I come up with an idea for a video and I don't want to wait a month and a half to get the set from China. So this just makes sense for me. I've been getting good deals from them for a while, and now I'm able to pass on some deals to you, and you guys are able to help me by using the links below. So once again, thank you to herotoys.com. Check out the links below. Now onto the video. All right, I'm going to do kind of a wide shot here. I'm going to show you side by side by side. On the left, we have the Mould King Razor Crest. In the middle is the original Lego Razor Crest set. And on the right is the UCS Lego Razor Crest set. So you can see that none of them are the same size. The minifigure scale one is the Lego UCS Razor Crest. Then we have kind of a not quite minifigure scale in the Mould King Razor Crest. And then obviously just the play scale or whatever for the original Lego one. So let's take a look at these in a little closer detail here. Let's start with the original Lego set. So here is the front view of the original Lego set. Now, I'm not going to lie, I do like this, and I do have some nostalgia for this because this is the set that a couple years ago my wife got me for Christmas, and it got me back into Legos and started my whole journey with YouTube and everything. So I do like this set for that. However, you can just look at the front of these engines and I guess it's sort of reminiscent of the Lego Crest, of the Razor Crest. The front isn't too bad. You know, the cockpit, we definitely can't fit characters in there like they did in the show. The top isn't too bad. It's a really small, and it's not to scale with anything really. Here we have the Mould King, the front of the Mould King. Obviously, the first thing you notice about the Mould King is you can't see through into the cockpit because you have black pieces standing in for the clear plastic. I guess Mould King just can't make clear plastic ones for some reason that I am unaware of. You got the front there. The Mould King one is really kind of janky up here on the front. Yeah. And then you can see the front of the engine pieces there. This does look pretty good here. It is very unstable, but it does have a nice angle here. This is just not working for me. It definitely looks better than the original Lego one. But yeah, it's a little bit janky, and it's also unstable. And then let's look at the front of the UCS Razor Crest. So you can see on the front of the UCS, I have to back up. This is so much bigger. You can see on the front of this one, there's a lot more detail going on here. That's really kind of interesting. You can also see that this one is actually sitting on the landing gear. And then we do have that angle going on here. That does look kind of cooler on the Razor Crest one, but it does look good here on the UCS one as well. And then we have the front of the engines, which, in my opinion, this is the best looking one of the bunch. I really love the detail on the front of the engines on this one. And then comparatively, you can see that the original Lego Razor Crest and the UCS Razor Crest, they're about the same width up here on the front of the cockpit. This does get wider as you go down through the body. This kind of stays the same width the whole model. And this one is very narrow, especially for something that's supposed to be bigger than this version of the Razor Crest. It is super narrow. It just looks off scale to me. I don't really like that. It's kind of weird. Let's go for a bit of cockpit close up here. This is really the only bit you can take off once you get this cockpit completed. Um, it's just not very easy to get in there because everything is kind of held together on the side by these, so nothing wants to come back off once you put it on. Yeah, I've not found an easy way to get back into this cockpit once it's once it's assembled. It's hard to get in there. So you can see there's a seat and some levers. The levers are actually cleverly done. The cockpit itself is very narrow, and it is nigh impossible to get in there without actually like taking the thing apart. The original Lego one, this kind of just lifts off. It does have some clips in there to keep it down, but you can see that's pretty well done. You can see in there, you can get your minifigure in and out. There's a place to put Grogu behind Mando. Does this come off? I can't remember. Yeah, you can lift this off or up too, so that you can see further back into the ship there. So that's pretty cool for a play scale one. It's not the world's greatest, but it's not bad. We've got the UCS cockpit, which this entire thing just easily lifts off. And you can see the entire cockpit. You can see you've got room for all three minifigures in there. You've got a little knob that Grogu steals, a bunch of control panels. You can even see the door in the back here. This door actually opens. Slides in the show, so that's not terribly accurate, but you can open that. Then you've got the space behind the cockpit, and there's actually the ladder that goes down on the rest of the ship there. So yeah, points to the UCS Razor Crest on that one. And we've got the tops of the Razor Crests. So starting with the original Lego Razor Crest, here's what your top looks like. A lot of the detail on the engine is down to stickers because they're small and you can't do a lot of greebling on them. You've got the tail fin down here. This is actually a removable escape pod. And you kind of open this up and put a minifigure in here. You can see a little bit into the ship there. This goes down in there. Pretty cool. Then we've got the Mould King one. It's mostly snot, and so it's smooth on the top. This does nothing. This is just decoration. It doesn't actually come off. This all looks pretty cool until you get close and realize it's all uneven because things just don't fit the way that they did when they designed it on a computer. This looks pretty good. The engines don't look too bad. This is kind of neat. This is pretty cool. Supposedly there's a feature that these lift up. I don't know why you want that, but it does. It's not bad. I don't like the top of this one much because it's so long on the front and it has kind of a stubby tail, and it just makes me feel like it's out of proportion a little bit, even compared to like the smaller one. And then you go over to the UCS Razor Crest and you can see the front and the tail are very proportional. So again, with the UCS one, they actually did a lot of smooth stuff, more than they usually do on the top of this. You still have studs, but not as much as they usually do. You do have that detail section down here. These also move on here. I believe they move on the original Lego one too a little bit, yeah. You got the tail. It's actually a lot more detail on this one, on the tail. You've got the back on the engines. I love the way the engines look on this one. This stuff looks super cool up here. Again, this is a removable escape pod. And this does open. You can fit a minifigure in there or Mando's hair. And then you can try to put this together one-handed while holding a camera. Oh my God. There we go. So there we go for the top. I breathed on this one wrong and the whole part fell off here. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to get that back on there. There we go. Don't touch it. Let's take a look at the side view now. So this is the Mould King Razor Crest. Let me put the back ramp up. Hopefully nothing falls off again. You can see we've already got a pile of parts that have fallen off. This won't stick on there. To the side of the engines. You can see the side down here where the landing gear would come out. This does have a couple of panels on the side that open. It does have a ramp on this side that it doesn't close. It doesn't have enough room. I do like that this one came with a stand. I'm going to have to buy a stand for the UCS one. This is the side of the original Lego Razor Crest. All the details on the side are stickers for the paint. This one being play scale, the entire side of this one flips down so that you can access the inside. Like everything on the side flips down, and there's stuff on the inside of this Razor Crest. You've got the carbon freeze chambers and stuff. There's really nothing in this one. There's a couple of crates in there, and there's a weapon rack that doesn't go on these side doors because it won't allow you to close it at all. And then we have the UCS Razor Crest on the side, starting at the back on the tail. There's those awesome engine details. The one drawback of the UCS Razor Crest is that the landing gear are always out. It's always in landed configuration. So you would have to take these off if you wanted to make it look like it was in flight on a stand or something. And again, these details are stickers. Well, a combination of stickers and bricks. Obviously, you can see this is a sticker, and then it goes into the yellow bricks over here. And then this does have the ramps on the side that fold down. I don't believe that the side panels don't come down on this one. There we go on the sides. Let's do a butt comparison. So this is the butt end of the Mould King Razor Crest. This should be together in the back. I don't know why this is something flexed and it doesn't stay up anymore. Before I even finished it. This does have a ramp that kind of fell apart on the back so that you can get into the inside. Let me get a light. There's really not much of an interior. It's just done out in smooth bricks. There's really no detail in there. This is the back of the original Lego Razor Crest. I do like to point out here, look at the back of the engines on the Mould King one, right? There's nothing there. This one's got a cool engine glow. This one's got a cool engine glow. This one got nothing. The back on this one does come down as well. The ramp here, it's a little stiff. You look into this one, see there is some detail in there. You've got the people frozen in carbonite. Get a bed. And then this is the UCS Razor Crest. See, there's a lot more detail on the back of the tail here. The back of the engines on this one are just awesome. This one does have a ramp in the back as well. Whoops, this should fold in so that it disappears all the way. This one actually has little hydraulics here that extend when you push it all the way down. That's just such a cool detail. And then there's a bunch of detail in the UCS Razor Crest. But wait, I don't have to show you the detail this way in the UCS Razor Crest. Because unlike the Mould King Razor Crest, and unlike the original Lego Razor Crest, the UCS Razor Crest comes apart. So there are large chunks of it that you can take off. So everything just pops off. It's only held on by a couple studs for each piece. And you can get inside the spacious interior here and see all of the little details that they build in. And there's the cockpit. And actually in the cockpit, this part comes out. There's further detail down there. If you watch my review on this, that bed also pulls up and there's engine detailing under it. There's a bunch of cabinets you can open in here. It's just really, really detailed interior in this one. There is no way to get into the Mould King Razor Crest without destroying it. I'm afraid to even move it around too much because stuff just keeps falling off when I move it. So there you go. There's the differences between all three of these. Now, again, like I said in the Mould King review, I just don't like it. I liked the Mould King AT-AT well enough. I didn't like it as much as the UCS AT-AT from Lego. But the Mould King one was pretty good. It just needed a couple of improvements. This, I just don't like at all. It's terrible. This is way better. Again, if you want a big Razor Crest, I mean, this is only like 1,000 parts or something less than that. And that, when the knockoff version comes out, is probably going to be the exact same price as that. So if you can't afford the Lego one, save your money and buy the knockoff version. Don't get the Mould King one. All right, guys, there you go. Mould King Razor Crest versus UCS Razor Crest. That's my opinion. I'm sure some of you disagree. I'm sure some of you love the Mould King version. I don't. I think it's trash. Again, if you want a version of the Mould King one, there's a couple other mocks out there you could try, or wait until they do the knockoff version of the UCS, because that Mould King one is just not good. But if you do want one, or if you want to go there to buy the knockoff UCS Razor Crest when it comes out, check my links below for Hero Toys. Get you a discount, save you some money, help the channel out at the same time. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, my name is Jay. This is 7-Star Bricks. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. Please keep them coming. Leave a comment down below, and we'll see you here in the next video.
This is the way.
This is so not the way.